The Tenjiku battle is finally over. Everyone gathers at Emma's funeral, carrying the pain of everything they lost. When Draken arrives and breaks down in tears, the emotions overflow and everyone starts crying with him. The chapter then shows the consequences of the battle. Kokonoi and Inui choose separate paths and go their own ways. Kakucho is shown badly injured, completely defeated. With Izana gone, everything he believed in collapses, leaving him broken and empty. Hanma is still on the run. In the final scene, Mikey is seen sitting alone, silent, broken, and deep in thought. He makes a decision, and chapter 186 comes to an end. In chapter 187, Takemichi and Chifuyu spend time together after Emma's funeral. Takemichi admits that Kisaki was not a time leaper, yet somehow always reached his goals. Chifuyu is surprised and tells him that Kisaki's death was deserved. Takemichi jumps into the river and emerges determined, shouting that he truly hates Kisaki, but still struggles with his feelings. A few days later, Takemichi arrives at the Toman meeting place where Mikey waits. Mikey asks Takemichi to tell him everything he knows about the present and the future. Chapter 187 ends with Mikey seeking answers from Takemichi. Mikey asks Takemichi to tell him everything about the present and the future. Takemichi explains it all while Mikey listens silently. Takemichi then apologizes for failing to save Baji and Emma. Instead, Mikey apologizes to Takemichi. Mikey recalls the first time they met when Takemichi was being beaten by Kiyomasa. He says that even while losing, Takemichi's back looked bigger than anyone else's. Mikey calls Takemichi his hero. Hearing approaching footsteps, Mikey says, "This sound represents a new era shaped by Takemichi." He declares it as Takemichi's era and announces the disbandment of the Tokyo Manji gang. Mikey's announcement to disband Toman shocks everyone. The captains and vice-captains react in disbelief. Mikey calls Takemichi first and asks if this decision will truly change the future. Takemichi hesitates and cannot give a clear answer. Mikey then speaks to Mitsuya and thanks him for leading Toman. He praises Peiyan for holding his position as captain. Mikey thanks Smiley for supporting Toman until the end. Smiley begs Mikey to stop, unable to accept the breakup. Mikey acknowledges Mucho as a true Toman member. Draken accepts Mikey's decision without objection. The chapter ends with Toman members chanting together as Mikey says that even if Toman ends, it will always live on. Chapter 190 begins with Mikey quietly digging a hole. Everyone then gathers together as Smiley and Angry break down emotionally. Takemichi talks with Chifuyu, who says there is no point staying in the past now that Toman and Kisaki are gone. Takemichi says Kisaki is dead, the future should be safe, and he wants to return soon. But he hesitates, realizing he will never see everyone again. Hakai suggests burying a time capsule. Mikey agrees and asks everyone to write letters to read after 12 years. They gather a week later, laugh, and bury the capsule together. In the end, Mikey rides with Takemichi, says goodbye, promises to protect everyone and Hina, and tells Takemichi to go to the future where Hina is waiting.